Good evening, everybody. We are live now. So I welcome everybody to the today's event. So I, Diksha Gambhir from Medisage E-Learning Private Limited, a platform where medical minds unite to elevate knowledge, share wisdom, and embrace digitalization to promote patient management globally, welcomes you to today's Pearl program on the topic drones in healthcare. So excuse me, doctors, but today I would need at least 5 minutes to introduce the eminent personality today with you all, as his thought and achievements are just incredible. So let's welcome Dr. C.S. Butch today with us. So Dr. Creative Successful Butch has an extensive and diverse career with remarkable contributions in medicine, education, disability advocacy, innovation, charity, cyber law, and environmental protection. His impressive accolades span across a variety of fields, reflecting his multifaceted expertise. So, talking about his education and certifications, Dr. Butch is MBBS MD Internal Medicine from MSU, PGD in Cyber Law, PGD in Lipids from Middlesex University, London, and DAPD, DBPH, and DCOPD, Boston University, USA. And when we talk about his key achievements and awards, you'll be surprised to know that he has 5 world records, 2 international awards, 4 national awards, and 8 state-level awards with him. So these awards have been, received in the fields of authorship and disability advocacy, medicine, education, healthcare, innovation, and environment. So talking about the major honors, he has been received Six Sigma Excellence Award in 2023, invited as special guest at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, preceded by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. So he is also won the Guinness Award in 2023, ranked among the top 50 out of over 10,000 world record holders. And this doesn't stop here. He has been the first health book on plastic sheets in Braille for visually impaired girls in 2023, and also won an award for Brahm Gaurav Award 2023 for contributions in medicine, and also has a top 100 healthcare leader award in 2018 in Dubai. And moving on to the publications that has benefited a lot of people who have read his publications. He has written the bestseller, Amazon bestseller 2021, and the name of the book is ABCD of Success. And also Arogyani Aneri Disha in Gujarati, that is a Braille edition. And also Med Meanings, that is a medical dictionary, hardcover and app version is also available for the same. So talking further of like charity and social projects, then he has written cost saving Braille project. He has done this project recognized by India Book of Records for producing the first Braille healthcare book on plastic sheets, benefiting visually impaired girls. And also wheelchair dance project is another one, empowering orthopedic handicapped girls, leading them to national dance championships. So the third one is parakayaking expedition, led the first parakayaking expedition for paralyzed individual from Porbandar to Somnath, earning a spot in the India Book of Records. So none of the achievements are small, they all are big achievements. And then moving on to the designations and memberships. So Dr. Butch is a consultant physician at multiple hospitals and clinics and a chairman of the Vadodara Internet Promotion Forum and Internet Access Committee, that is IEEE, and a vice president of Vadodara Innovation Council, advisor to Defeat Disability, Deccan Kayak Academy, and other organizations. So last but not the least, he is also a governing council member at Parul University and academic advisory board at Navrachana University. So Dr. Butch's work emphasizes breaking barriers for the disabled, promoting education in healthcare and technology, and fostering innovation in diverse fields from medicine to environmental sustainability. So it is indeed a pleasure to introduce Dr. Creative Successful Butch on the platform today at Medisage. So Dr. Butch, welcome you on the platform.
Thank you very much. Your usual members who have been attending would know you, but I'll introduce you as something else because, friends, on the internet, if you search Diksha, it stands for Digital Information Sharing Network. And it is for the first time in last 40 years that I have not virtual, but real Diksha talking to me. So thank you for that introduction. And we will certainly try to cover only what is relevant today, and that is technology in the form of drones. I would tell you all that we have technology enabled healthcare, and it is initiated at the suggestion of our respected APJ Abdul Kalam sir. And he informed the IITians, 500,000 IITians, that you must help the patients by helping doctors with technology. And therefore, I am an advisor for telehealth in USA at Boston with Wheel Global Foundation. And currently, we have WGF India, where I am executive director. And I will only tell you one line that with our mountain medicine committee, we have started 3 helicopters as air ambulance service in Uttarakhand. And we also have, through our mental health committee, a temple in Ram Mandir, Ayodhya, where our OPD is almost about 1,500 patients a day. So technology-enabled healthcare is our forte, and we are having multiple clinics, which are all, and one we are starting in the coming week. And last week I was at Aravali. So we have a lot of things going on. I believe the introductions are over. Shall we start with the subject proper? I believe many of you have seen the video of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, emphasizing the need for innovation and utilization of drones in healthcare. On the TV, you have all been seeing, and the last one we saw is the Sinabar done through the drone, diagnosed through the drone and attacked, and you must have seen it on the Israel news. So destructive uses are known to many. Multiple uses in different fields are known to most. But what is not discussed, even in those lengthy videos and chapters, is the drones in healthcare. And that is the reason why I'm talking today about drones in healthcare. You really don't have to worry. The word itself is an acronym. Word itself tells you why it is a drone and what is a drone. So maybe if digital information knowledge sharing system permits us, we start with the subject proper. Yes, Dikshita?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
So this is one slide which actually is not so essential because it has been described already, and therefore we will move to the next one. And as rightly pointed out by her, the Genius Award and Tech Meanings Award, we like what she mentioned about the med meanings. Actually, it was the first medical dictionary from English to Gujarati. And recently, I am Gujarati language resource person for the Government of India and Ministry of Education in Anuvadini, and have been busy validating 1 lakh words AI translation of NABH manuals. So that about my mother tongue and my work for that. Welcome, Medisage members. We all are nothing without each other. And as they say, Ubuntu in Africa, if we join hands, it's a different thing that they are sitting here with their feet together. But if we join hands and walk together, then Ubuntu means I am because you are. So if we are together, then only we can succeed in doing what we are doing. Without Dikshita, this would have not occurred. Without you, I would not have been speaker. And without me, you would not have been hearing. So we would say that innovations like Hanuman drone, which was video that was previously sent to all of you, where Ram Katha and the Hanuman, which is in the form of a drone, or the drone, which is in the form of a Hanuman, has been depicted and described by Modi ji to suggest that such innovations are very strongly recommended. And therefore, I am here to share with you about what are drones, why do we need drones, who can benefit from the use of the drones, when in our medical career can we use drones, and which are the conditions for which we can use drones, right? And where, in which part of the world, actually it is globally everywhere possible and necessary to make use of the drones. So we need to know the first requirement for anything to learn is to know whether it is relevant, whether it will improve me, whether it will help me unlearn something and relearn something new, and that the answers to all of them are yes. And therefore, we are going to be talking about the drones. So, as we all know, these common questions are asked by patients and also by nurses, doctors, everybody. And it's not just the selling of drones, the idea of drones, because there are dangers as well. So we'll talk about the dangers also. So first I'll tell you that because of the AI in medicine, what happened is that we got chatbots. Then we got normal, natural, say, Google links. We can reach any part of the world. And therefore, if all those things are automated, then you have an object which can fly, which can reach, which can be manipulated from anywhere. And therefore, it is a aim of the drone is to reach everywhere to either deliver or to collect. So first is the AI, which is giving birth to the drones. The next is the benefits of the drone. Then we will have a little discussion, which actually you all are clinicians and I am also a clinician. Therefore, we will discuss about the clinical uses of drones. And at the end, we'll talk a little about the dangers of the drones. Friends, as you all know, humans, we are the ones who created technology. During last 5,000, 10,000 years, the buffaloes, cows, and donkeys did nothing. We are the ones who developed technology. So we are the parents of technology. So humans are the parents of technology, and humans therefore must be masters of technology, not slave of technology. And drone also is a technology created by us. So over a period of time, we may think that drones may overpower us, but we will definitely have the necessary inputs available and the brain to take care of innovative thinking, because any amount of AI, though very powerful, lacks in CS. My name is CS, but here what it stands for is common sense. AI does not have common sense, but AI is very useful because it's a technology for information. You wanted to find some information. What do? You use AI in the form of a bot. So all the medical specialists who need information, they will be using the AI for information. but my surgeon friends who have to act, not just think, but act on the patient and do surgery. So the information which is useful to improve, enhance, and make it better, the surgery and perioperative, preoperative instructions and everything. And you know about the Da Vinci and any many other robots in various fields of surgery, be it gastroenterology, or it is pelvic surgery, or any other surgery. So the robot is a bot which helps in action. Bot action helps in information. But when you don't want to act in a room, you don't want to act for your own information, but you want to deliver something in difficult areas, or you want to receive blood samples timely from another area, that is the drones. So let us know what is the definition and what are the types of drones. So as you can see, drones are unmanned aerial vehicles. We know it, like Google car, which is autonomous car, which runs on the road. The drones are running in the sky, and that is what is flying. And we are going to have flying taxis also very soon, which will carry not the other things, but the humans themselves. At some places, it's already ready. So drones are UAV, and they provide innovative healthcare solutions because of its unique position. So drones are aircraft without human pilot on board, controlled autonomously either by onboard computers or by remote in our hand. And you must have all seen the photography of the marriage and party functions being done by the photographers. So the very same way, the drones can be used from one to the other hospital, from home to another hospital, and for deliveries of various things. So there are several types of drones, but to make it simple, I am writing here that there are fixed wing drones, there are rotary drones, there are hybrid drones, and there are advantages and disadvantages, all of them. And like a drug, we must know what are the indications, contraindications of drones in medical practice. So I would say that fixed wing drones are good for long distance. Rotary drones are good for short distance, whereas hybrid drones, they combine the advantages of both. So technology, artificial intelligence, automation, they promote and improve our ease of working, speed of working, improve the power because the work gets done in a shorter time. And therefore, you can do more with less efforts, and anything that saves time increases your income and improves the patient's outcome. And therefore, this is something that is very good. You and Sang went all over the world from China. We also can, but should we? No. Why not deliver by drones? Because that even is faster and in areas which cannot be accessed by plane, doable because of the drones. So drone is an acronym which stands for delivery. It is used for receiving. It is used for organ transplantation. It is very useful in natural disaster, and in recent past, many areas of India had waterlogging. Even Baroda itself had so much of waterlogging, and there were floods, and the whole houses, the first floor in many places were full of water, and they did not even have electricity. The electricity had to be disconnected also for others to not get any shocks, and also they had no possibility of charging their phone, and so therefore they were cut off. If the drones were there and they were deployed, one would be easily able to send food, medications, supplies, and also the batteries for the cell phones. So it is and food, obviously. So in emergency situations where somebody is having a snake bite and they don't have anti-snake venom, then that can be utilized. So all these things, and additionally for surveillance, like we do in various parts of the country, and we do it in various parts of the world also, and from the wheels. Wheels, by the way, stands for water, health, education, energy, livelihood, and sustainability. So for surveillance, the drones can be used, but they can be used, and we did use our network to treat 8 lakh patients world over in their mother tongue. So technology is here to help us, and we are the ones to understand and utilize it. If we do that, there is just nothing to look back. Where to use in medical supplies in the city, we can use for drugs, for blood, for device, and for even supplying vaccines. Our nurses had very tough time crossing some of the rivers to deliver the COVID vaccine. It was very tough to go up the hill and deliver, and it was taking more time and difficult terrains. But now, with the drones, we easily can supply, and we are actually supplying in several parts of the country various different things. Emergency, like somewhere where there is a patient but there is no defib, we can send. When there is a flood, like in Nepal or other areas, it was there, or earthquakes, we can supply food and we can supply medications, anti-snake venoms, and even clothes. So there are so many particular and general situations where drones are very useful. Another good area where it is so very useful is that if a patient in Surat gets brain dead and a patient in Ahmedabad needs an organ transplantation, the hassles of arranging for the transit from the different cities, etc., can be avoided. Even if the roads are full of traffic and ambulance is not able to go, our organs can go on the drones, and therefore we save time. We are not worried about terrain, and we have a green corridor without actually making arrangements for the green corridor with the help of the police and the health department. For surveillance also, and in disaster, they do a very good job, and we must do that. We can even do vital data collection, and I am actually, the photo that you are seeing is on Play Store of Google, and this is at the Google headquarters. And the technology is able to help so much. I am a life member and executive committee member of Indian Society of Geomatics. And through the satellite, we do the survey of the broken coconut shells, and the spores survive in that for 6 months, and therefore we can predict which areas there will be more disaster of dengue, chikungunya, etc. Movements of the rat, if detected from the sky through our satellite, then we can suspect that this is the area where diseases will spread. So vital data collection and various other things. Drones, as I told you, is for supply. So it will supply, we can supply material, and we can receive the blood samples. We can receive the blood, we can deliver the blood. So we must stop worrying and start sending by the drone. And it is a very good option. Do not think that this, what looks like a plane, is a plane. It is a cargo drone, and now they can even carry 2,000 kgs. So it is a drone, and it is not a plane. And as you can see on the side is the motherboard, which has been used as an artistic work in the walls at Google headquarters. What we are trying to do is that when you love your work, when you are engrossed and deep into it, and not because of the fashion, but because of the passion, You will do everything like they do everything of the computer part in Google. We can do anything and everything for our patients' betterment. And who can be helped? Everyone. Take my word, everyone, starting from medicos who have patient care in mind. Then they pass, they become interns. We can't work without nurses. And when we become doctors, these are the people who have patient welfare in mind, and all of them have to learn how to be technology enabled doctor who are digital doctors, and they are able to help the patients, consultants, laboratory, nursing home, and hospitals. Friends, actually, these are the common components of the healthcare, and therefore, I named my clinic as PCLNH, which stands for Puja Clinic Lab Nursing Home. But the real reason why it is Puja is because that is where we all sit and treat our patients, and that is puja. So everyone wants a change for better. Everyone wants more creativity, and all of them, they lead to success. Success alone without happiness has no meaning. But if you are successful and you are happy, then you will have the real advantage of the life that and the role that has been given to us. So, friends, if we are not updated, our practice is outdated. Therefore, we share the pearls from various persons to avoid wasting time, our own personal time, and in half an hour, we may get what the person might have collected over 50 or 100 hours. The drones increase our access, they bypass the traffics, the benefits, they are cost effective. And having discussed all this, I will now go to a little about the dangers. Although we would say that a tool is a tool, a knife is a knife. One can cut the vegetables or you will kill a person. But with so many years, you have been seeing your wife, your mother, your sister, or yourself using the knife. But knife is not bad. Its tool is not bad. Its uses are bad. Here with drones as a tool, it is good. Only problem is about affordability. But the technology advancement always leads to decrease in the cost. Bad network can be an issue. If the battery goes down due to the problems in maintenance, it might fall. There are concerns about the privacy because it goes over the area and knows everything. The device malfunction can lead to an organ loss also, and it can be a problem to the environment in the sense that if the drones are flying in the areas nearby the airports, there may be, like you have seen, pigeons getting smashed or the planes getting troubled due to the flying objects. This is an additional flying object which is metallic and should not be allowed in those areas. So therefore, we need regulations and airspace regulation, permissions, security. Also, cyber security is not just an issue for cybercrime on the internet alone. Anyone who has never ever used a computer can also be a victim. And friends, I'll tell you that as a chairman, Vadodara Internet Promotion Forum, when we had cybercrime complaints, the collector, commissioner, or myself with Internet Promotion Forum realized that somebody needs to go into little more details. And therefore, in 2008, I joined law faculty and did cyber law. So currently, therefore, I practice computer medicine and cyber law. So if the drones are hacked, like even the CT scans and MRI are hacked, if they are misused or abused, and if the cargo contains not the medicines, not the injections, not the food and other issues or tissues, but it is carrying a bomb, you have hell in front of you. So therefore, while we know, it has no meaning unless all of us know and all of us use and all of us train our patients that I am because you are. Ubuntu is feasible world over, and unless we take care and update ourselves, our practices and our patients' outcomes will not improve to the extent that the AI and the technology and the drones can add to the current level where we are, so our standards can improve. Thank you very much, Medisage members, some of my patients and others, all those who have attended this. Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah. So thank you, Doctor, for the wonderful session. So we have some questions.
Yes.
One or two questions are there. We'll just take them up. So the first question is, how do drones compare to traditional transport methods in terms of cost effectiveness and time efficiency in healthcare delivery?
I will answer that. Drones, when you are talking of 2000 kgs, is a different issue. But in marriages, people have started using drones. So drones within the city, over or across the river, it may not be a distance problem, but the river, you have to take a long route to go to the other side. But you can't have a plane, but you can send. There are places in the world where two places are just 1 to 2 minutes flight away, but there is no way you can go without a plane. So if such things can happen, the drones can help there. So number one, when the roads are very busy, when there is no way to navigate and there is an urgent work and the load that is to be carried is not very high and it is not perishable, then drones will are very useful. They will progressively, as you know, when I started practice and bought a PCXT, it was costing 1 lakh rupees. A modem was costing 15,000 rupees and only 14.4 kbps modem. Now you have a full phone which is much better than that computer and much better than Pentium. So therefore, drones, the cost will keep coming down. If we are ready, we will be able to use it. And if we are using, the costs will further come down. One more question in terms of AI that I'll like to share with all our doctor friends is that AI is very useful, but it has changed the scenario so much. Again, Diksha, I can say CS, changing scenario, is so big that previously when we were studying, the one who knew the best answers was the best guy, the student, and may get gold medal. Currently, the situation has reversed. One who has the best questions, the AI will answer. So if you ask the AI, the bot, that what are the cases of depression in the world, it will tell you. But instead, you have to ask, how do I take care of my depression? It will give you ways to decrease your depression. So shall we go to the next question?
Yeah. The next question is, how can drones ensure safety and reliability during adverse weather conditions while delivering critical medical supplies?
One can look at the glass half full and the glass half empty. If throughout the year we are not using the drones, we are anyway practicing like that now. Anytime you go to any excursions, you go abroad and you take a, say, helicopter flight, they tell you that the weather today is not good, so we will refund you the money, but will not be allowing you to travel by helicopter to see the glaciers in Alaska or other areas or the hot air balloon in Australia. So what I am trying to tell you is that while we envisage the problems and the problems are real, but that doesn't mean that because of the tornadoes, the planes don't fly. They fly, but maybe for 2 days they may have to cancel the flight. So we also will be working like that. And if the situation is not good, in fact, the other way, if the weather is very bad, I was in US and I used USGS because I'm Indian Society of Geomatics member, and I talked to the United States Geo Survey member and asked him that this hurricane is it really in my path? And I want to know the internal data. And they send a drone so that no pilot is affected or troubled. And the drone goes inside, gets the center of the cloud and the hurricane data and makes it safe for us. And I could decide that, yes, I can go to Maui, I can go to Hawaii. So I did not cancel, and that would have cost $10,000. The money is not the issue, life is the issue. So technology, if not available, we will have problems. But then the 300 days that is available, that will make us 10 times better in providing this service.
Well said, Doctor. Moving on to the next question. What are the ethical concerns surrounding the use of drones for transporting organs for transplantation, as we talked about this?
Actually, the ethics of organ transplant remains the same. It is only that pickup and delivery, what the Zomato does and what the Swiggy does, it is almost the same. Only we don't have to eat, but we have to put in the patient's heart in a given time of less than 4 hours. And therefore, technical issues are different, environmental issues are different, but ethical issues are not going to be very different unless we are now starting to think that somebody in the middle of the journey will hijack it, but they cannot put it in anybody else. And therefore, I don't think that that is going to be a big issue.
Okay, great. So now moving on to our last question. What innovations in drone technology are needed to enhance their application in healthcare logistics and services?
In various parts of the world, starting from, you will be surprised that the highest use of drones is not necessarily in America. It is in Africa.
Oh.
Why? Because there are huge grounds and there is a lot of distance to be covered. And there are not too many tall buildings with which it will collide, like Africa or even in Dubai. Though you can manipulate and maneuver the drones, but automated flights. So there are now drone flights, where from one station they send the drone and that drone directly reaches with the Google location map the area where the blood was required. So actually we can devise every different requirement requires a different solution. But as I told you, we are the parents of the technology. So if the problem comes, we will solve it and move ahead. And we have no limit to which we can go ahead. So too many innovations are required, but the trouble with the mind is very big. And that is the very same that I talked about the knife. Mind can be used positively and mind can be used negatively. Whenever a technology which is costing a lot, the technology is more used by people for their own purpose and they have more money, and compared to the conventional people with power and various other aspects and desires, they have more money. And therefore innovation in this mindful thinking is something I don't think that requires drones, but we have to draw our ideas into the mind of the current generation that we must be happy with positive uses of the technology for improving the outcome of the people at our service.
Great. So thank you, Doctor, for answering all the questions in detail. And now it's time that we move towards the closure. So we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our eminent speaker, Dr. C.S.Buch, for your invaluable time and presentation. The webinar was exceptionally insightful, featuring rich knowledge and elaborative use of drones in healthcare. So we believe our audience found it both enjoyable and informative. So, Doctor, we look forward for more such educational webinars on interesting topic like today's and future as well. So,
Thank
in
you.
case any
But
of
I
you
would say the last comment I would make, because just now you said that enjoyable. So on one side there is somebody who is so gambhir, and on the other side there is somebody else who is so not gambhir. so jovial.
Yeah.
So technologically and mentally, I also enjoyed. And there is another thing that all the people who listened and had patient listening were none of them, most of them were not patient, and still they were patient. Thank you.
Definitely. So anybody of you who has missed this live session, you can just tune into the past section of the webinar and you can watch the entire session again. And after this, it will be edited and posted the video section where you can watch it forever as many as times you want to. So thank you each and every one of you for joining in today and namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.